We're in Tokyo, the middle of capitalist, democratic Japan. But it's easy to imagine I'm in Pyongyang, the heartland of communist North Korea. Beaming down from the stage, pictures of benevolence, the North Korean leader Kim Jong Il and his late father, Kim Il-sung, founder of the communist state. More than 10,000 have come here to celebrate the leadership of Kim Jong Il as head of the Workers' Party of North Korea. Highly organised, deeply patriotic, these people are helping prop up the very regime that holds their relatives captive, denying them food, freedom, and some, the right to live. The lessons are in Korean. The ideology is North Korean. And school excursions are to the North Korean capital, Pyongyang. This high school is run by the North Korean community outside the jurisdiction of Japanese education authorities. This is the first time one of these schools has allowed any Western media to film within its walls.
朝鮮人。はい。それは親が朝鮮人だ。祖国についてはやっぱり教科書に習うんですからやっぱりいいところを習ってきてるんですけど。
18-year-old Jong Ryol is in his final year. Along with his classmates, he's preparing for their graduation visit to Pyongyang. They represent a legion of young, open minds, and their textbooks contain no criticism of North Korea.
やっぱ日本の報道ではちょっと北朝鮮にあんまよく言わない場面があるんでちょっとムカついたりしますけど、やっぱちょっとまだ国交がまだできてないんで、そういう面ではしょうがないと思いますけど。
Jong Ryol insists North Korean propaganda takes a back seat in the classroom. But what I saw was education, culture and politics all rolled into one.
위대한領導者 김정일 원수님의 극진한 사랑과 보살피심 속에서 드디어 우리는 봄에도 그리운 조국을 방문하게 되었습니다. 먼저 조국에서 보내온 오보이 수령 김일성 대원수님의 조상휘장을 전달하겠습니다.
Both Jong Ryol's parents work to pay for the fees charged by the North Korean schools for him and his two sisters. It costs around $1,500 a month to send them to the schools.
だから一応子どもたちには自分の祖国のことっていうか、祖国の言葉とそれから歴史そういうものを知ってもらいたくて学校に入れたんですけど。
His mother, Chongryun says they regularly send money and goods to North Korea, cutting their living costs and saving hard to donate.
お金はね、うちの長男が年にね、それでも1回か2回ぐらい行くんですよ。その時に直接お金を渡して、であと品物自体もその時にちょっと多めに持って行ったり。
The family takes part in fundraising for North Korea, helping to buy vehicles, rice, clothing and other goods.
少しでも私たちが朝鮮で日本にいるけれども、朝鮮の人たちが今餓死して毎日が死んでる、何千人も死んでるっていうのが聞けば、やっぱり少しでもお米少しでも送ってあげたいねって、私たちが一生懸命働いて少しでも送ってあげれば、あっちが少しでも優雅になるんじゃないかっていうので。
She doesn't believe the reports that the North Korean government takes a hefty slice of all the donations. Blind faith overrides any qualms about the regime. The starvation and the hardship being suffered by even their own family members, they put down to providence, not politics.
私はどっちかって言ったらキム・ソンスをものすごく尊敬してるんですよ。でそれなりに直接は関わってなくても。 少しでも北朝鮮のためにっていうので気持ちながら陰ながら応援してるのもあるし、もう尊敬は第一にしてます。 なぜ尊敬してますか？なぜって一番偉大だと思う。
There's great excitement in the air tonight as the students, finally bound for Pyongyang, board the bus armed with ideology and presents.
親戚にあげるんです。
何ですか？
薬。これは国に行って埋めるんですよ。記念に。
A school trip into a country still considered hostile to the outside world, but for these students, a journey home. The North Korean community in Japan is controlled by these men, aging lieutenants of Kim Jong Il. We're in the school auditorium, and this is a meeting held just once every 3 years.
제18차 전체 대회는 경애하는 장로님을 조선노동당 총비서로 높이 모시고
This is the executive of Chongryun, the pro-Pyongyang Korean Residents Association. Its reach, however, goes far beyond community and cultural functions. It is Kim Jong-il's political arm in Japan. A secretive, closely guarded organisation, it's widely reputed to be the channel for money and information into North Korea.
In reality, Chongryun greatly contributed to the life of Koreans because they fought for the rights of Koreans. They knew that Chongryun is a great contributor to the life of them. They still remain in this organization.
A product of a North Korean school, Kim Son-hui is one of the rank and file of Chongryun.
So they are working really hard for themselves and for their country to be unified.
Is that the main purpose?
Yes.
Third generation Japan born, she considers herself North Korean and supports the North Korean regime of Kim Jong-il. She not only supports it, she writes for it, working as a journalist for the People's Korea newspaper.
I'm working for the People's Korea, and the paper is said to be official mouthpiece for North Korean Foreign Ministry. There are some things that I can't report, but I fell into dilemma sometimes. Really, it's true. But I have to do my best.
She's fiercely patriotic, dismissing many of the disturbing reports coming out of North Korea.
Yes, often I have to defend North Korea. If relationship between two countries is normalized, they will know reality of North Korea, and they will know the North Korea is not such horrible country. It's a normal country. Just they have their own leader, and they believe their leader.
Chongryun and the North Korean community have become a bulwark against the discrimination she says has followed her from childhood. Yet out in the Tokyo night, she looks like every other young woman shopping with friends. And it's here she becomes such a paradox. She wants to study English in America. She enjoys the lifestyle and freedom of Tokyo. Yet she supports a regime that calls the United States enemy and denies the freedom she enjoys to her own people. Do you find it hard to maintain your belief in the system and in the regime when you're in the middle of Tokyo?
Yes, yes. No, several times I was shocked to hear some reports, information on North Korea. I was really dismayed and shocked.
Yet she maintains the party line.
In North Korea, their biggest their greatest happiness is to live in line with policy of Workers' Party. In that sense, they are happy. I don't know whether they are free or not, but they are happy.
国民たちはみんな奴隷です。物を言えない、自由に物を聞けない、そして自由に物を見てはいけないというふうに言われてるね、全くの奴隷、それもひどい奴隷だなと思いましたね。
独裁政権にノーの言葉を、キム・ジョンイルにノーの投票を。
There's no doubt Professor Lee Young-hwa would be executed were he in his homeland right now. The T-shirt alone would bring a death sentence.
このまま放っておくと、何百万もの何の罪もない子供たちが独裁政権のために飢え死にをしてしまいます。
But he's also staging a mock election against Kim Jong II on the streets of Osaka, home to the largest Korean community in Japan. He's behind a pro-democracy movement for North Korea and has been branded a traitor by the North Korean government. He claims his life has repeatedly been threatened, and as we film, so he's watched, he says, by Chongryun members. He does have cause for concern. His last big demonstration here in Osaka brought violence.
集会をする前から殺すと言われたからです。実際に200人ほどで襲撃されてね、僕だけが集中攻撃を受けたので、あの時は僕は殺されると思って、もうダメだと思って、集中攻撃を受けたからね。心から信じてる人、あるいは思想的にそれを信じてる人はですね、本当に一握りだと思いますね。多くの人たちは、多くのメンバーはね、北朝鮮に兄弟とか親とか、あるいは子供ですよねが帰ってしまっているから、人質に取られてるからね、離れられない。離れてしまうともう二度と会えない、物も送れない、いうことになりますから。
As he walks the Korean quarter, Professor Lee meets a woman who refuses to vote for him. She's a member of Chongryun and is afraid to.
キム・ジョンイルにさすがにね入れる朝鮮ソ連の人もいますから、キム・ジョンイルに入れる人もいますけど、キム・ジョンイルに反対する人の方が多いようですよね。
圧倒的にリ・ヨンハ候補の勝利でございます。これまで日本の選挙に出ては負け続け。
A lecturer at Kansai University, Professor Lee once belonged to Chongryun, his father and other family members too.
朝鮮総連に僕属してましたし、私の母方のおじさんが朝鮮総連の幹部でしたから、推薦状を書いてもらって、1年ぐらいかかりました、許可が出るまでね。
Along with thousands of others, Professor Lee's uncle, aunt and cousins returned to North Korea in the 60s with visions of a promised land. He visited them in 1991.
本当に貧しい。貧しいだけじゃなくて本当に不平等でね、党の幹部たちはいい暮らしをしているけれど、普通の国民はひどい暮らしをしている。僕が行った時ももう食料配給が止まりかけてましたから。
On his return, he began campaigning against the North Korean government. Chongryun expelled him.
完全に独裁者のね、手先になってるし、延命装置になってますよね。お金や物を独裁政権が倒れないようにですね、どんどん。
Much of the money, according to multiple sources, comes from gambling. Many of Japan's 18,000 Pachinko parlours are owned by Koreans. Once a rough, dirty trade, Pachinko now rakes in the money, turning over around $250 billion a year.
僕がある パチンコパーラーたくさん経営してるね、お金持ちの人とどれぐらい寄付をするもんですかと聞いたことがあります。その人は3億円を寄付した。自分は少ない方で、一番多い人はですね、15億円を寄付した。大きなトランク、スーツケースに1万円札を詰めてですね、北朝鮮の国民のためにならない、むしろかえって独裁者を援助することで北朝鮮の国民を苦しめる結果になるね、北朝鮮の送金はストップさせなさいということ。
Back from his school visit 10 days later, Jong Ryol has a glowing account of his trip to North Korea. It was fun, he says, and the photos could be from any school trip, except for the backdrop.
今はそんな幸せではないかもしれないけど、これから幸せになるという感じが、これから幸せになるっていうようなもう気持ちでいっぱいなような感じがしますね。
Slipping comfortably back into his easy lifestyle in Tokyo, his rosy view of North Korea remains unaltered.
自分にとって北朝鮮はやっぱりなんつっても祖国ですからなくちゃならないものなんです。国の大事さっていうのはやっぱ朝鮮が一番してると思うんですよ。だから本当に祖国がないといけないなと思います。祖国とは日本では総連がないと。